Hi, I'm Dr. Jennifer Taylor.
And I'm Dr. Christy Porterfield, and we're with HealthWorks, a family wellness center in Plano, Texas. And we would like to talk to you about one of our favorite tools here in the office to see underneath the surface, those things that you might not know about your own body, and we wouldn't either without this test. And it's called the CORE score.
Yes, so here is an example of a CORE score. So think of your CORE score as a test grade. 100 is the perfect score. So the closer you get to 100, the better your body is doing overall.
How it's functioning underneath the surface, the parts that you don't know about.
Right. So each of these things right here, you get a score on. Now we look at 3 different areas, very important areas. We want to look at 100% of you, not just simply the 10% that you can tell us.
So to explain that a little bit further, your body only feels about 10% of what's going on. So an analogy that I really love to explain this is like an iceberg. And so an iceberg is, big and tall, and you have a little bit sticking out the top of the water line, but underneath is the bulk of the iceberg. So you've got 10% that you can see and 90% that you can't. And your body is the same way. You can feel about 10% of what's going on, but 90% just runs your body and functions, but you don't necessarily ever feel it until something goes really wrong.
Right.
And so this test allows us to see underneath the surface to that 90% to see how it's functioning before something goes really wrong, so that we can help to get your body functioning better and back up to full function long before you ever know that they're feeling-wise that there was ever an issue. And we are able to do that by looking at 3 different parts of your body.
Exactly, and I think about that too, and what really sank the Titanic? Not the part they could see. And we don't want you sinking into bad, poor health. And that's why we get all of this information. So one of the things that we get is heart rate variability. This helps us understand how well you're able to respond and recover from stress. That's so important because that gives us a better idea of how easily you're able to heal. The next one is the muscle tone and balance. So this looks at your motor nervous system, the part that controls your muscles, your ligaments, all your connective tissue. How well your brain is communicating with that part of your body.
That's the key part too. It's not just about the muscles, but it's really about how your brain is communicating with your body, which is how everything that you want to happen in your body happens, because your brain underneath the surface there tells it how to work properly.
Exactly. And this very last one right here is looking at the autonomic nervous system, the part of the nervous system that you don't think about, the part that controls your organs and your glands. So we look at that using a thermography scan, and it's very non-invasive. All these tests are non-invasive, and they're so easily done, and this information is captured so we can take a look at 100% of how your total health is.
Absolutely, and this is how we can help you to perform at your very, very best, both the parts that you're feeling and the parts that you might not be aware of without tests like these.
And knowing progress is also important. We use this to note how you're progressing. So there could be some areas you're doing fabulous in, and we want you to continue to do well in those. But maybe there's a part that needs more work, and we really want to help you focus and fine-tune those certain parts of your health. So this is one of the main reasons why we like to use this on a regular basis. So what's your CORE score?